Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. So we got quite a bit going on today, which is kind of good. Shout out to my friend Amber. Thank you for my lovely little jacket and my little hair clip. I greatly appreciate it. So that's what I'm saying. Have much love and gratitude for the people that are doing for you and giving back to you and just loving on you. So I just want to send her some love today. So you guys know this is like a big journey. You know, that's how I see this channel, is that we're just growing through life and learning and forever changing, right? Because that's how life is. We're always changing and growing and learning. So today I got a couple things going on in the kitchen. First and foremost, I have a little pumpkin from the garden. It's not super ginormous. So we're actually going to be roasting this pumpkin today. Now that's not something that my fiance would enjoy eating, and so he's going to have a completely separate meal. And a lot of times that's how I cook. I end up making something for him that he can eat on during the week, and then I also eat something sometimes quite separately than what he's consuming. He is definitely a meat and potatoes guy. I am definitely the garden girl. I love stuff from the garden as much as possible. So I just went out to the garden and got some fresh arugula. Isn't that beautiful? I love arugula, so this makes me very happy. I have so much arugula out there. I could eat arugula every day, and it's a good thing that I can, because that is what we have been eating. Like, I've been eating a ton of arugula. I've also got papaya coming in as well. That seems to be, you know, the thing right now for us is arugula, pumpkins, papaya. So I'm going to be roasting my pumpkin. That's a really easy process. So basically all I'm going to do, and I'll just bring you guys down, is I'm just going to cut the top off. Now this pumpkin has been curing. So look at that beautiful color. That's gorgeous. Like, I just leave the top on the cutting board or the pan, and then that feels like it might be pretty hollow. So you can do this a couple of ways. You can just thinly slice this pumpkin, but see, it's got the seeds. So you can cut the seeds off or scoop them out. I try to get as much out of the pumpkin as I can, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut that little sliver off. You wanna coat this in olive oil. So I have some olive oil. Make sure that your pan or your, I put it on a cookie sheet. Make sure your cookie sheet is nice and coated, because otherwise everything will stick to it. And basically what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to scoop this out, and then I am just going to literally roast it. Now that little piece in the top will need to come out prior to this whole cooking, but you could just slice it and do slices and it would cook much faster. What I'm going to end up doing is I can actually stuff this pumpkin. And what I'm going to do is I like to add a little bit of raisins with some arugula. So when it gets closer to the time of being cooked, I have my oven at 365, which is really 350 for most people. My oven's a little bit wonky. And what's going to happen is basically I'm going to end up cooking this most likely for about 45 minutes to an hour. These pumpkins take quite a bit of time as far as that goes. But I like to stuff it with fresh arugula, like I said, a little bit of raisin, maybe some cranberries if you have it. If you have fresh dates or figs, or just dates in general, you can go ahead and add some dates. Dates are good for you because they help to lower cholesterol. So I like to add that in, and you can add a little bit of apple. You can cut some apple up in there. I like to add some flavors like cinnamon and ginger to my pumpkin on the inside when it's cooking after I finish scooping everything out, and it's just a super healthy, delicious meal. If you feel like you need a little more substance to it, you can actually make some rice, and then you know, you can kind of stuff it with rice. If you're a meat eater, then you can do definitely like a stuffed pepper type situation where you could literally take some bell peppers. I have some frozen bell peppers. I could add that into this pumpkin and just stuff it and just bake it that way. But I would give this pumpkin at least a head start for about 20 to 25 minutes, maybe even go 30 minutes prior to actually stuffing it, because most of your stuffing that you're going to be stuffing it with is going to need to be cooked prior to it'll be cooked prior to this needs to cook for a lot longer. So that's what's going to be for dinner tonight, so I need to do that. But I also wanted to shout out to my friend Maya. So beautiful today. I was literally crying at work at one of my jobs. Anyway, I have 2 jobs, so at one of my jobs, she was so sweet and so kind, and she has a little picture of little cake, and it's got a little heart chain to it, and it says, "You were my forever hello and my hardest goodbye," or my favorite hello and my hardest goodbye. So yes, it is very difficult. I love little cake. I definitely miss her terribly. I miss having that little dog with me all the time, but this is a beautiful gift. It was very thoughtful, and so I just want to shout out to her and tell her thank you so much for this beauty. It was, most people wouldn't think to give a gift like this, but it was actually really great. She's like, "I didn't mean to make you cry." I was like, it's a hard time without her for sure. So then shout out to my friend Carly. She's so cute. She gave me a little heart that is actually a seed packet. I thought that was so sweet. These are seeds. I just plant them in the ground, and so basically we're gonna plant this in memory of Betty, this little heart, and hopefully these flowers will come up and we will remember Betty out in the garden, because she would always go to the garden with me. I think this has a blend of wildflower seeds, snapdragon, mint, chamomile, poppy. Some of this stuff doesn't really grow well here, but we're gonna give it a try anyway, and it gave me a really good idea for the garden. I thought maybe I might get some flowers and actually just do a flower bed for Miss Little Baby Cake, and just as a good memory. Like in therapy, that's one of the things that, you know, we kind of do, is we plant, like sometimes we plant a tree, or we do plant flowers or something like that for something that's kind of long-term. We like something that's long-term so we can always have that memory of that person. So that was just a really sweet gift, and so we will be remembering little cake. All right, so one of the other things I want to talk to you guys about is kind of changing the way we do stuff. So that is what's happening around here. I watched this really good kind of like vlog about Teflon. So here goes the oven for the pumpkin. So I actually have quite a bit of Teflon in this house, and you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have known better. Should have known. But you don't know what you don't know until you know, right? And so we've been cooking with a lot of non-stick pans, and I am trying to be better and healthier at what we're doing. So we have an unboxing that we're going to be doing today, and part of kind of removing myself from that toxin that we have in our life. I've got a lot of plastics and stuff, because that's just really easy to just kind of clean and not have to really focus on. But microplastics are getting into our food and our water system, and so we're not helping ourselves at all. And so I say this all the time, is that we need to go back to our origins. We need to go back to a different way of learning and cooking and just life in general. And so part of that change for me, and I'm hoping that I encourage you guys as well, because we need clarity and mental health. And so part of that clarity, honestly, is removing, like I said, some of these toxins that are in our life that we may not even recognize that are bad for us. And I kind of, after watching this vlog, I just started recognizing all this stuff that I have that really is like every day I'm putting some type of toxin into my system and my family system, and that to me is an issue. So we're going to be making changes. It's not going to be overnight, because obviously I have collected a lot of stuff through the years, as far as you know, stuff I've ordered and stuff that I have. So it's gonna be a work in progress, but one of the steps I've taken is I have ordered these. These are nice, washed and clean. We will start to be using our spatula and stuff. This is teak wood, so it apparently meets the standards for being healthy and not getting toxins into your system. And so we are moving forward with using more products that have like wood and non-toxic. So that is one of the steps that I am taking to better myself. So I would actually like to move in a direction of getting more cooking products like this, so that I am just keeping all of us healthy to the best of my ability. So our unboxing today was not a cheap endeavor. But I did see that this company has some bundles. I don't know if it's just for like a holiday type thing or end of the year type sale. I wish I would have known about this prior to ordering, because I only ordered 2 pieces. So let's go and check out what I have ordered. All right, friends. So I have this huge box. It is from a company called Our Place. So this is ceramic cookware. I have not opened this box yet, so we are unboxing it together. So like I said, I will be moving away from the toxic Teflon that we have that's non-stick, and we will be now moving towards this endeavor of ceramic ware, which is supposed to be much better for us. So one of my friends had suggested Martha Stewart, and no disrespect, I had looked at that stuff and I saw that there may still be some toxins in there. So you do your own research. I always tell you that. I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't do in that regard. I'm sure Martha Stewart's products are probably better than just straight up Teflon products. So here is the first pot that I have purchased. Now I just straight up bought this because, like I said, at the time when I purchased this, I did not see where there were bundle packs. So this is the color that I got. I think it's this beautiful, like, kind of country blue color. The inside of it is gray. And it's like a stock pot. Oh, it's so cute. Look, it's actually big. And look what it came with. I had no idea that it actually came with its own spoon. So this is awesome. I'm super excited. I need to read up on it, on how to be cooking in this. I don't know if it requires like special washing or anything like that, like a cast iron pot would actually require. So we are going to be moving in this direction. So let me go ahead and set this one aside, and we have the next one. All right, so this one should actually be a skillet. Now, I did order the larger skillet just because I do a lot of skillet cooking. So it may actually be too big for me, but we'll see. Oh look, so this one also came with a cooking utensil, which I had no idea about. So thank you for that. I'm excited. And of course, again, it's the country blue color. And man, that is a skillet. Wow. All right, so here is our unboxing of Our Place. I am super excited to be trying these. I did straight up pay for these because, like I said, I want to try to be healthier and better. And so we are going to be moving towards cooking with these products. So thank you to Our Place for actually creating something that is good for us. And hopefully if we take care of this, this will last us quite a bit of time. And like my original set of Teflon type products were actually from Pampered Chef. And so I have had those for quite some time. So now we have our new cookware, and I am super excited to be getting started with having a healthier and better journey. So I will bring you guys back as soon as I finish roasting that pumpkin and showing you guys what that looks like. But look forward to us cooking in these new pans, and I strongly encourage each and every one of you to be making investments in yourself. These are the type of investments that we really need to start thinking about if you haven't already done this. So, all right, I will bring you guys back shortly. All right, friends, so I have pulled out the pumpkin, and so this is dinner tonight. Basically, I've been eating on my cornbread muffin. I've got some cucumber, portobello mushrooms, some arugula from the garden, and then our pumpkin from the garden. So let's give it a try. All I did was just roast it in the oven. It took about 45 minutes, and I already tried a bite, just telling you. And it tastes just like any other type of like squash. So if you've had spaghetti squash or acorn squash or something like that, that's basically what you're eating. I added a little bit of pecans and some butter, and it makes for a really nice vegetarian meal. Delicious. Add a little bit of salt. Perfect. I love it. Very good. Nice to know that it actually came from the garden. Super healthy, super delicious. This is how I like to eat. I love to eat from the garden. I think the arugula turns out a lot like what people would think of like spinach. And so yeah, perfect. I didn't have to go to the store for a small portion of this, which is absolutely wonderful to know that I was able to grow this, and it makes me feel good. So as always, love one another, be kind. I will see you guys soon.